My name is Jennifer Jones, and I'm in the film and video program. For my podcast, I interviewed Joyce Sievers, who helps run the Naples International Film Festival. To begin, I asked Joyce what she saw as the role of the visual arts in our mass-mediated world, and particularly in her profession, film. She answered, "The role of the visual arts is different for everyone. Some people are consumed with airbrushed celebrities and advertisements. Museum goers are obsessed with classic paintings and sculpture. Others might not notice the visual arts at all. Filmmakers are constantly focused on the visual arts because it dictates our industry. Movies wouldn't be movies without the visuals. We need to study both classic images and modern images to keep our movies as creative as possible." With new communications and media technologies, imagery is almost instantly available. I asked Joyce if she believes that this is having a positive or negative influence on the industry, and what an example would be. "It's definitely having a positive effect," she says. "Thanks to companies like Netflix, more and more people can watch movies and shows cheaply. While this might cut into the profits of industry professionals, it also keeps new generations watching and loving movies. As technology develops more and more, our movies can come closer to portraying exactly what we see in our imagination." I asked what popular images she noticed that are frequently rechanneled throughout the entertainment industry. Her response was about historical movies. Period pieces are done quite often, so certain kinds of costumes get reused for various films, and settings can be reused for films of the same era and location. Bronte's sister novels are the perfect example of movies that have been remade many times, and so those images keep coming up in the industry every couple of years. My next question was, "Are there popular images that your industry has created?" "Of course," she responded. "The film industry is number one at creating iconic images that stick with viewers for ages. Even a studio's logo, such as the MGM line, is a popular image that starts every movie." I asked who her favorite visual artist or style was, and she replied, "Personally, I've always been a fan of black and white movies and photography. Though movies are rarely black and white today, there's something very classic and beautiful about it. It lends the characters an air of mystery. Think about Humphrey Bogart. Part of his mystique is that we really only know his image as black and white." Next, I questioned how her knowledge of famous artworks has influenced her creative process. Joyce said, "Everything created today is influenced by what has come before it. So naturally, my favorite artwork has become somewhat absorbed into my own work. Whether I mean to or not, I often reference famous works when I'm creating or writing something new." My final question was, "What is one example of a work of visual art that has influenced or inspired you?" Joyce said, "I've always been a big fan of Salvador Dali. His work is very mysterious and original, makes you think. Dali artwork was actually used by Hitchcock in Spellbound, so he was a very influential artist for a lot of people."